When done properly, the internet, screens, and particularly social media can provide 5 essential elements of adolescent well-being: a sense of control over one's environment, individuation, self-expression, a connection to others, and acceptance. And then there is the abyss. Welcome to App-Propriate, a podcast designed to give you a little taste into the positives and negatives of the most popular social media apps, so that you and your most importants can make more informed, healthy, and safer choices when it comes to interacting through your screens. I'm your host, Joe Langford. Note that I said safer, not safe. Interacting through screens with other humans contains a degree of natural risk, just like real life. And I believe that education leads to empowerment, and I hope this information helps add a degree of safety, social responsibility, and good digital citizenship to your social networking and the conversations you have about it with your family. Today's episode is our second episode about TikTok. TikTok falls into the media sharing and content curation and the live streaming / connection motivated app categories. If you're a human, a parent, and identify anywhere between millennial and boomer, you've heard of the app TikTok, the kinda new, extraordinarily popular short-form video performance app. TikTok is a fun, refreshing outlier in the social media universe, despite its many familiar features. TikTok videos are tall, not square like Snapchat, but it does share Snapchat's youth-focused population and orientation, the viral temptation and the resident celebrity of Instagram, the aesthetic and cultural similarities of YouTube, the like culture and scrolling feed of Facebook, and the follow features and hashtag culture of Twitter. TikTok users also have access to all sorts of tools, filters, and sounds to enhance the videos they create, as well as direct messaging. And these tools make it easy to make a video on TikTok. Users can select from a seemingly endless range of sounds, song clips, scenes from TV shows, short YouTube videos, or other TikToks. Hashtags direct users to challenges, viral videos, favorite creators, trendy dances, memes, and other TikTok-centric activities. If you have a child in your house, I'm sure you've heard or seen the dances, the ones they try to teach you, the ones they hate, the ones they like ironically, and the ones they only pretend to. TikTok is an endless scroll of short, mostly silly content that people love, hate, copy, mock, share, and reshare, and reshare. The content has proliferated most other platforms and has become a go-to app as many kids have been trapped at home, bored and pent up and doing more screen time than they would be if we weren't quarantined. The social bar is as low as the stakes, and as opposed to most all other hyper-curated social platforms, the whole point of TikTok is to be silly and have fun. It's constant stimulation, an enormous escape hatch, and both goofy and great at the same time. If you listen to my previous episode, you know that TikTok used to be called Musical.ly until it was purchased and rebranded in late 2017. When it became TikTok, Musical.ly had 100 million active monthly users. TikTok now has more than 500 million users worldwide, many of whom are children. Particularly because of the quarantine, TikTok has become a go-to for creative expression and killing time, relieving boredom both for the creators and consumers of the fun content. In fact, the app was downloaded about 11 million times by new users in the United States by the end of March 2020. TikTok users are culturally encouraged to engage with other users, mostly through shares and feedback, though response videos and duets, where you can duplicate someone else's video and add your own alongside it, are also popular. Direct messaging is also a feature, though it's only possible if you're both already following each other. Content on TikTok is uploaded by the millions, and despite its appeal for younger users, not all of it is G-rated. Exposure to adult lyrics and language is commonplace, and there are many teen and adult users as well, so some sexualized dancing and pantomime are also common. Most of the concerned pings I get from parents are around how disturbing it can be to see a preteen channeling Britney Spears, or a 10-year-old singing Kanye West lyrics, but as I said in my first episode about TikTok, I'm way more concerned about that pull of getting exposure, seeking approval, earning new followers. Yes, TikTok is primarily kids being goofy and showing off, trying to make each other laugh and pay attention. Though, as with most any social networking app, kids can begin to get the message quite quickly that the more sexy, scandalous, or stupid with regard to safety they are, the more attention they'll get. And, with most any social networking app, your kid runs the risk of being either openly objectified by people that they don't know, and or harshly criticized by online bullies and trolls. Whether by active predators or peer-aged creeps, that kind of targeting and cyberbullying is becoming more commonplace. And if your child isn't the target, they can witness ugly behavior on others' feeds and comment threads as well. Although you can block or report others for inappropriate messages, TikTok has no broader parental controls. Even if you set your own account to private, you may still be exposed to sexual or violent content posted on the public feeds. TikTok is a platform that centers around performance, and many of its users are both younger and excited to show off their talents, dancing, lip-syncing, and other expressions. This makes it easy for predators to use flattery and compliments as a manipulation tool, making kids feel special and distracting them from noticing that they may be wandering into inappropriate or dangerous interactions. Much like their peers on Snapchat, Insta, and YouTube, kids with TikTok channels are often trying to gain as many followers as possible, urged on by the fact that there are kids, just like them, who've hit a viral vein and become celebrities. Of course, TikTok isn't the only platform on which this happens, and external validation is a common theme across social media. But with TikTok, the comments and compliments are almost always centered around one's ability or appearance, which is very exciting to the developing brains of tweens, the app's primary audience. Like all social media platforms, TikTok is optimized for engagement, particularly their algorithmically driven For You page that works like many other social media feeds, identifying what you like and showing you more and more of it. It also reacts in real time, delivering an endless stream of similar videos, resembling in many ways Netflix. The algorithms used by companies like this gather and suggest content similar to what users have already viewed, encouraging you to stay on the app longer and longer. Most people don't mind this, appreciating how it tailors tastes kinda conveniently. Unfortunately, this feature also does the same thing for predators, who like and follow younger children, which makes it easier for them to like and follow other children. Again, this isn't only a TikTok problem, nor is it new. It was happening on the platform since the beginning, when TikTok was still called Musical.ly, and happens on a ton of other sites as well. In fact, you can pretty much bank on the fact that any site or app designed for children or populated by them will attract predators. The internet is the modern version of that windowless creeper van from the 80s. This is not a reason to have your kids avoid online interaction or this app, but it is a call to make sure that we talk to them about doing it safely and smartly, just like our parents did with parks. So we talk. We talk about objectification, both by others and themselves. We talk about self-esteem. We talk about criticism that's healthy versus unhealthy. We talk about criticism that they may get and that they give in others' comment threads. We talk about haters, trolls, bullies. We talk about sexism. We talk about rape culture. We talk about race. If you don't want to talk about this stuff with your kid yet, that's fine. Zero judgment. Just don't let them on social media yet. And if you are going to let them on social media, then you got to talk about this stuff. It's not as simple as stay away from that van, but it's not all that complicated either. The more you talk to your kids about potentially dangerous situations, the better prepared they'll be if they encounter them, both online and off. Another issue that has continued to haunt TikTok is around the age of its users, which tends to be quite young. It's very easy to sign up for an account on TikTok simply by entering a fake birth date and saying you're over 13. This also is in no way a problem unique to TikTok. But in 2019, TikTok agreed to make some serious changes to its kid-centric platform after its predecessor, Musical.ly, was found by the Federal Trade Commission to have violated the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, or COPPA, the subject of another episode. The alleged violations included collecting names, email addresses, videos, and other personal information from users under the age of 13 without the parents' consent. The app allegedly made users' information public by default, which meant that a child's username, picture, and videos could be seen by others. That other users, including adults, were able to use the video sharing app to try to message children, placing kids at risk of manipulation and targeting by both marketers and predators. Musical.ly/TikTok agreed to obtain parents' permission before collecting kids' personal information going forward, and to delete personal information, including videos of children identified as younger than 13 and the users whose ages were unknown. But almost a year later, there's not a lot of evidence that this has been done. And as of the time of this recording, TikTok has no clearly identifiable means of obtaining verifiable parental consent before any collection, use, or disclosure of children's personal information as required by COPPA. Child advocates and parents have continued to complain, and as part of its settlement, TikTok has created tools for parents as well as a sister service specifically designed for children under 13 called TikTok for Younger Users, on which kids have to verify their age, can only see curated age-approved videos, and aren't allowed to comment, search, or post their own videos. These restrictions avoid the whole point of TikTok and makes it extremely unappealing to most kids, and actually incentivizes other kids to lie about their age, give a false birth date, and get on the real TikTok app, which is still possible. Fortunately, there are ways that parents can help their kids use TikTok more safely, including setting your child's profile to private, restricting their interactions to people they actually know in real life, disabling and ignoring comments, setting time limits, and utilizing TikTok's new family pairing mode, which directly links a kid's account to a parent's account, which enables the parents to customize and manage the kid's TikTok as they develop. So kids can use real TikTok, but the parents are steering the ship. As part of the settlement, TikTok has also implemented a tutorial series on privacy and security on their platform. And as TikTok has stated that they intend to be a safe and entertaining community for users, hopefully they will continue to improve their safety and data policies. But ultimately, we as parents are responsible for our children's online safety, regardless of the platform that they're on. TikTok is mostly creative and a fun way to keep up on what's new, cool, and over. It is important to talk about okay and not okay behavior on the internet, self-esteem and care, and measures that they should take if something bad were to happen. For the most part, platforms like TikTok will be what you and your kid make of it. And you know your kid. If they struggle with low self-esteem, if they tend to be a target for bullying or lean toward breaking rules or making bad choices, then social media may not be right for them right now, and that's okay. But with conversation, clear expectations, and age-appropriate monitoring, TikTok usage shouldn't be a problem. Thank you for listening. I'm Joe Langford. I'm a therapist, a sex and tech educator, and a dad, and I specialize in helping families navigate that intersection of adolescence, sexuality, technology, and behavior. More information about me and my work to promote healthy, positive, and safer sexual and social behavior, both online and off, can be found at my website, beheroes.net.
The advice presented in this podcast is a form of education and is intended to provide general information about common though broad topics that impact underage people. Specific circumstances and facts may make said advice unsuitable and/or other actions necessary for individuals. This podcast is meant to be an adjunct, not a replacement, for IRL experience, professional advice, and good old-fashioned common sense. In addition, much of the information included here can and most likely will change with time, culture, and the rapid development of technology. BeHeroes.net does not seek nor accept any monetary gain or financial support from any social media platform mentioned. BeHeroes.net is committed to providing quality consulting, coaching, product, speaker, and contracted therapeutic services, advocacy, and resources to clients, visitors, customers, colleagues, and fans. Appropriate is produced by BeHeroes.net.